rubber meets the road, we stand tall. Through the grit and grind, we answer the call. Voices rising loud like a storm untamed. This is where the difference gets its name. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need. Get in the truck, ride the wave of the sound. The 99%, we're breaking new ground. It costs nothing to be kind, that's the creed. Join the 99, fulfill the need.
Hey, welcome to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl, broadcasting you live from Fishbowl Studios here in Bedford, Texas. We are proudly sponsored by Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack. Ow! If you ride, make sure you have Glenn Lawson and the Biker Wolfpack on your side. That's 737 The Wolf, 737 The Wolf. What's going on, Pitbull?
I'm a little nervous. There's popos in here.
Yeah, and we got popos in the house. We got popos on the videos calling in. We got Rob Demarco calling in. So it is going to be a blue day. You don't want to miss what's coming up. We got a packed show today.
We do.
We got Janie Balderas and Joe Allen Christi, two country music artists that they're going to be coming in, be calling in a little later on in the show. Then we got United States Air Force veteran April Williams.
Yes.
She's been on the show before, and she's going to talk about some military service and broker. She's a broker with Century 21, and she's going to tell all of it, the military veterans, how to get the top military benefits when purchasing a home. So a lot of information. Then we got the Mongol Log coming up at 5:30. Man, you never want to miss the Mongol Log. Last week was very
yes.
very
It's always who.
It's always who. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our brothers in blue right after this.
Hey everybody, this is Glenn with Glenn Larson Law and Biker Wolfpack Law. I got one simple concept today. Don't be a tough guy. Don't try to do it on your own. And also, don't talk to the bad guys. So what do I mean? Don't be a tough guy means go get medical attention right away and tell the doctors everything that's wrong with you. Make sure to do that, because if you don't, it's going to mess up your case. Number two, if you have a problem with your roof, do you hire a roofer? If you have an injury situation and you need help, hire legal professional representation. Our firm is one of those firms, and we stand ready to help. Number three, most importantly, heaven forbid, do not speak to the insurance companies without legal representation. That's it in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
Dial in, turn it loud. From the block to the blacktop crowd, it's that ride or die soundtrack.
Hey, welcome to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl. Hey, welcome to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl. We may need a pop over here, Angelo. The award-winning 99% Radio Network. I was getting to that. Award-winning. His mullet.
Fantastic.
His mullet just flying in the background.
His old American flag.
Hey, happy hump day and welcome to Ho Ho.
So we had to reroute.
How you doing? And welcome to 2025 here in the Fishbowl. Mike being given away. Right, 4 kids doing 1 of 4 by T, man, where they made him kind of small. And
I 6 foot to the speedway. It just opened up, right? How long have you guys been going on?
Comic-Con with the famous and unforgettable Eddie Ducey, one of United States Marine Corps veteran Jeffrey Gray and U.S. Army Ranger Gabriel Joseph. Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network, man. In the fishbowl, we have together our brothers in blue from the Fort Worth Police Department and Brotherhood for the Fallen. EK, welcome back. Timmons, you've been on the show before? Or
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, welcome to the
Newbie.
show. You know, our brothers in blue, we have to stand by them 100% each and every day. You guys have a thankless job. You really do. And thank you guys for coming in uniform.
Oh, for sure.
You know, EK,
Sexy.
with Brotherhood for the Fallen, tell us a little about what Brotherhood for the Fallen is about.
So basically, we're a nonprofit 501c3 organization. We raise money for officers that are murdered in the line of duty throughout the United States. We attend the funeral of the fallen. We also give back to the family of the fallen as well. So what that means is we send 2 uniform officers to the fallen funeral session, and we give a monetary donation to that family.
Now, you know,
Even in small towns, like those small towns don't have a lot of officers maybe to show up, and you guys sometimes come in full force to support the family. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's a great point, because when you have these departments that only have, you know, the rural departments that only have 12, 15, and maybe a couple of reserve officers, you know, the presence of more officers brings healing to the family.
Absolutely.
You know, Timmons, what's your role with Brotherhood for the Fallen?
I just kind of help out with the golf events and everything like that. Enjoy supporting all the events we have. But since I'm kind of the most wild golfer on the department, I definitely enjoy helping out with those things.
Wild golfer, like a Happy Gilmore kind of wild golf.
I was a hockey player too. So yeah, very similar. But no, I just enjoy helping out with that part, because those definitely raise a lot of money and we love giving back.
And that's one thing. It's about raising money. You know, this is not a state-funded or a taxpayer-funded organization. These men and women with the police, with the chapters, go out and they raise their funds, but they also need the help of the public and other 501c3s and other organizations to donate. And retired NYPD detective, first grade detective Robert Demarco, was gracious enough. His book is up here. It's The Line That Held. Donated June's royalties to the Brotherhood for the Fallen. I want to bring Robert on.
Hello.
Hey, Robert, how's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing very well, man. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your book and what made you want to donate to the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Well, first, the Brotherhood for the Fallen, you know, they do something that's very important to me, and I think it's really nice for the families, especially. They've already paid an unimaginable price, so to have an organization like that is really important. And I don't know how well known they are. I think it's important to raise funds for that cause.
You know, you and I both come from a department that's got 36,000 officers. And when we had one of them go down, you know, I remember with Eddie Byrne, man, there were blocks and blocks, probably 10,000 plus officers. But with Brotherhood for the Fallen, this is what they do. They backfill and support those departments that are out there that may not have the quantity of the New York City Police Department. So what you did by donating the royalties from your book really helps them out.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I mean, those smaller departments, they don't have a big presence, and I think it's very important. You know, we always had a big show. Obviously, we had a big department, and a lot of the metro areas are like that, but the rural departments do not have that.
You know, been to many, too many police officers' funerals, and what always did get me when I stood in NYPD uniform, you know, when I saw California come in, or I saw another, you know, a Texas department come in, that shows such brotherhood and sisterhood. That travel, I mean, it's not only great for the family, but the support to the members of that department shows that you care, and that means a lot. Coming, you know, when you see other patches, Robert, going to an NYPD funeral, it's uplifting.
Yeah, it's awe-inspiring that so many people come out and everybody stands by each other.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing. I mean, I've personally been, we personally try to go to, you know, a handful a year. Unfortunately, there's close to about 60 on average per year that get murdered in the line of duty, right? There's a lot more that pass away of other causes. But we only go to the ones that are actually violently killed. Not that they're less important or whatnot, but that's just our mission, right? But
You can only do so much.
can only do so much,
You can
of
only do
course.
so much.
But definitely, even the bigger cities, when they just see all these other agencies and they see our cause, our actual chapters come out and unite together, and we go and present to the spouse or the fallen officers' families, whoever that may be, they just come in tears and they hug you and just want to talk to you and just want to throw out their support to you. And it makes us, all emotional, and just, we feel like we're part of the family or part of that department itself, just within seconds. And we don't know this person from anything,
Yeah.
it's just an
But
amazing.
Everybody's doing the
experience.
same job across the country,
Yes.
and from New York to California to here in Texas, it is the same color, your same job, and we will go into a gunfight. We will back each other up 100% every time. We have to be there for the families of the fallen from all over the place. Now you got 10 chapters, right?
Correct.
And do you remember? I know there's one in New York.
Yeah, we have New York City. You have Chicago. You have Suffolk County, New York. You have Colorado. There's Tennessee.
Dallas.
Yep. There's Fort Worth with us. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So I should know.
Well, but 10 chapters. And you send 2 officers from each chapter.
Correct. Yeah. So
At
each
least.
actual chapter itself sends their own 2 officers, and obviously each chapter is responsible for raising money to try to accomplish this mission. So we send 2 officers, and we also give, we bring a check, whatever that chapter has raised throughout the year. Obviously, the more money we raise, 100% of the cause, 100% of our proceeds go 100% of the cause, right? So if we make more money or we raise more money throughout the year, then we send more money. And all the chapters combined, we end up donating anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000,
wow.
hopefully, to these funerals that we go to. And it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you have to keep in mind, John, when these officers unfortunately get killed, it takes, a month or 2 months or something like that. By the time that the departments or the city, all the paperwork happens, so on and so forth for these families. Well, these fallen officers' families, they have bills to pay. They have, mouths to feed. They have mortgages and all kinds of stuff, right?
The electric company doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. The mortgage, pay me,
So that's where the monetary part kind of comes in our organization. So it's not just an emotional support. It's actually a monetary support as well. So it's a twofold thing, but we receive, a greater, honor, I guess you could say, for actually physically attending these. And it's really an honorable thing that we do.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about, and, Rob, you joined in and graciously donated your royalties. And what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to present the check on behalf of you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So here is a check donated by Robert Demarco, and the book, the line that held. You want to put that in your wallet?
Yeah, sure. I don't bring enough pockets. I just want to say, John, if you don't mind, but
Good.
Rob, we really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. The fact that you just volunteered your royalties for that, it means a lot to us. And every dollar counts, and 100% of whatever we raise or it's donated, it all goes to 100% of the cause. So we really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and it means even more to these fallen officers' families.
Thank you,
Sir, it's an honor. It's truly an honor.
Rob, you did another thing I want to commend you on as well. Well, I'll let Pitbull say that. Do this with the Battling Betties.
Oh,
You
donated a book
auctioned off a signed copy of your book. You want to give us a little?
Yeah, we
detail on that?
raised about $800 that day for roll call, and a lot of people wanted that book, and it was autographed to whoever. Thanks for showing up for the Battling Betties, and appreciate you.
Yeah,
And
so-
if you need signed books for future fundraising, please let me know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was just another wonderful thing that you did, Rob. How could people purchase your book? And before you do that, tell us a little bit about your book, because I know you battled with this book for a while because the IAB aspect, the fighting against the upper echelon. Tell us a little bit about it real quick.
Well, I'm sure you'll remember '92 when Michael Dowd scandal erupted.
Yep.
So that started the Mullen Commission. The Mullen Commission started breathing down the department's neck. Could the department actually police itself? And there was a precinct in the Bronx, the 4A precinct, that had a tremendous number of complaints. And I devised a plan that was used. It was very risky, and it was successful, and resulted in 16 officers being indicted. Now, I fictionalized the story and some of the outcomes, protect people, obviously, but it is based on an actual investigation. And the book is available on Amazon. It's available on Barnes & Noble. It's Audible, Walmart.com, and on my website.
You know, I commend you on that, because that is one of the bravest things an officer can do. You know, we never want to end up locking up our own, but when one officer tarnishes the badge, it tarnishes everybody from New York all the way to California. It tarnishes every badge out there, and everybody looks at a cop in a bad light. You know, so we do have, not that there's many of them out there, but we do have to root out those corruption, so we can honor the ones that are doing the job.
I totally agree with you. There are, most of the officers are phenomenal. I've worked with incredible officers. But you do have some bad apples, and that's going to be in any profession. I don't care what profession you choose. And unfortunately, when it's bad, it really seizes the media opportunity, and they explode, right? And everyone forms this opinion about the police. And we don't want that to happen, because we know the cops are really good.
Oh yeah, you know, and once again, we're not talking about, hey, I had a couple of beers on a job, or I ran a red light. We're talking, when we talk about corruption, we're talking about selling, stealing, drugs,
Mafia stuff.
We're talking about, you know, prostitution shakedowns, you know, getting back to Michael Dowd. We're talking about, that was large in number. And then you can go back as far as the mafia cops, where they were doing hits for the mob, you know, Louis Ippolito and his partner, you know. So these are not people that should be wearing the uniform. They should not be the ones that represent fine officers like we have here today.
Nobody hates a bad cop worse than a good cop.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, and every department has them.
Yep.
You know, every department has them, and you know, it's really hard to root out, man. We have that blue wall. You know, we got the blue wall of silence. I'm going to admit, I was there. You know, I never had the courage to maybe stand up and do that when I was in uniform, but I'm glad you did, and I'm proud of you for what you did.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a lot.
You know, once again, guys, I want to thank you guys. Oh, well, Rob, thank you so much, brother.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Appreciate you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
You stay blessed, and we'll keep you up to date on everything else.
Okay. And definitely let me know if you need me.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, Rob Demarco with the Line That Held. Get his book, because he is definitely helping out other people. Let's jump into the fundraiser, because when we talk about fundraisers for the Brotherhood for the Fallen, you know, like you said, we can never predict a cop's critical incident where he gets killed in the line of duty. So funds have to be available now. It's not like we have time after the fact to raise funds. So the funds we need are now, so we can build up a bank account. So if that happens, we're ready to send them out. Now, you guys got an upcoming golf outing.
We do.
Correct. Yeah. We had a very successful car show back in May. Yep. And we, on October 5th at Fossil Creek Golf Course in North Fort Worth, right off of Western Center 35, we have our 7th annual Brotherhood for the Fallen golf tournament. It's a 8 o'clock shotgun start. They'll have a little breakfast.
8 o'clock. Oh my God.
You can roll out of bed for that.
That's mimosas and Bloody Marys.
You know there's going to be donuts. I'm telling you right now, there's definitely going to be donuts.
donuts.
Right. Yeah. So come on out and support. It's $800 a team, but it's got plenty of food, plenty of shenanigans, and plenty of fun. So
Picturing like
it's always a
Caddyshack
good
vibes.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Definitely.
doubt.
Now, when you say donate, can you donate? Like, can people donate like
Donate
a
or
whole
donut?
donut? You can donate a whole.
Donate that, whatever.
If you could say somebody wanted to donate a whole. Is there a price for that? If say they don't want to, they just want to make a donation.
There's
donate.
sponsorships out there. It's all on our website, which we'll share with you and make put on your site as
Okay.
well.
Yep.
But yeah, there's sponsor holes. You can sponsor a team. What that does is, like Officer Tim was saying, you can sponsor a team. $800 is $250 a person. $800 for the team. Let's say you can't golf or you don't golf and you just want to come support. You could donate a team. So you can have. What that does is we have several people that do it. Large companies, they'll buy a team if they don't want to be a whole sponsor. They'll purchase a team, and what we do is we backfill that with police officers. So we'll backfill with either Brotherhood members or police officers throughout the department. Any kind of first responder that wants to come support us, obviously, and we'll fill it with that. So that's also another good thing that you can kind of give back and let these officers actually enjoy themselves. Working around the clock.
100%.
We got the outfit. We did Caddyshack for the last golf tournament.
Yeah, we did the Caddyshack.
We did.
Yeah. We raised a lot of money on that hole. Billy Ball was there, and they were teeing off her.
And so they were teeing off her fake foot.
They were teeing off her fake foot
for extra donations.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah. It raised money, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So we would like to. What do you know? What the whole sponsor is by any chance?
There's different tiers.
Different tiers.
It's all on our website.
What's the lowest tier?
We're on a budget.
Well, you know what? We'll just donate a box of donuts.
Yeah.
No, the 99% Radio Network, on behalf of me and people, we'd love to donate a hole.
Do we get to tailgate at the hole?
Awesome. Yes,
absolutely.
If you guys are sponsors, you want to come out and set up at the hole. We have a construction company. I'll give you an example. He's a construction company, comes out and he has a dunk tank. So he comes out and he'll get all kinds of people to dunk, and people will pay certain people to get dunked. So
we
raised a lot of money.
City councilman get dunked last
year.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, he ended up raising like I don't know $20,000 or $30,000, just like random people.
Yes.
Really?
And he had set people to get dunked, but all these random people like, oh well, I don't want this person to get dunked, but I'll pay more for having this person. Like,
sure. I like it.
Oh, very good.
So,
bidding war.
Very sporty on that.
Is he going to be there this year?
He is. Yeah. So if you guys,
I will pay some money to get you dunked.
You know what we could do? You know what we could do, John? It'd be a great idea. Since you're in the radio network, maybe you could be the heckle.
Well, we got that covered.
Yeah, you could be in that. So I'm just saying, I think it might be open. So you might have to get a couple comedian buddies with you and kind of add to your
100%.
Not that you're like a jokester, but
we'll get people out there. Yeah. We'll cover the event, and we'll make sure we can get some donations. We will make sure we get it out there, and we will definitely donate a hole. Maybe if we can, we'll see if we can donate a team. And put that together.
We could probably get a fun team
too. We can get a fun
like
team
Chaz Tastic and some other fun guys.
Chaz Tastic, and I don't know if he's on right now. He just came back from Hawaii doing a golf movie.
That's right.
Golf Zombie. This new movie, Golf Zombie, and he came out and he had his little his brass knuckle putter and the whole bit.
Ooh.
So maybe we'll get him out there.
Sure, we can
do that. We can definitely do that.
We'll
talk. But once again, guys, thank you so much for not only what you're doing for our law enforcement across the country, for what you do for us right here in Fort Worth.
Thank you, John. We appreciate that. Appreciate your support and
the car show. I just want to. We hit that. I know the car show's not coming up for a while, but
it's huge.
But it's huge. It's growing. Is it going to be moving?
Oh, same location.
Same location.
We're at the same location. We haven't picked the date yet. We usually have the date here in about a month or two. We try to have it about that 5 to 6 month mark out. Not too early, but it's going to be in May for sure.
Okay,
so they got a big parking lot at that church to accommodate. I mean,
but this year, I mean, you guys were packed this year.
Yeah, we were packed. We were packed. Yeah, we had a great showing. Probably one of the biggest we've had so far, and every year keeps growing.
Yeah,
we have events. It's not just a typical car show that you see and you go to. We make it more of a family event. We also bring the police aspect into it as well. So we have anything from Air One doing a flyover to a landing. We have a K9 demo.
The K9 thing was cool.
That's
and you had a band set up in the middle of the parking lot
we
for
tried
a little bit.
Band. We tried to change it up a little bit. We also have our motorcycle demo that comes out. So this year we're going to add. We added our mounted unit. So we had the horses this year, and then we're going to add SWAT next year. So.
Ooh.
Oh, very good, very good, man.
Maybe not a SWAT demo, but come out with the
truck.
Yeah, I don't know how to demo SWAT.
Show their ninja skills off.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe have them rappel from the side of the building or something.
Come off the helicopter.
That'd be cool. I don't know.
They practice that.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, you know what? Whatever brings the crowd in. Last year, you had beautiful weather. You had a beautiful crowd. And I'm glad you guys raised money for that.
In October for the golf tournament, it's a good time because I'm ready to get out of this
It
heat.
should
So
be cooled down, not
It
like the
should
color
be.
of your shirt like it is right
Oh
now.
yeah. You won't be on fire.
No flames.
And Fossil Creek Golf Course is beautiful, man.
Yep,
That is a
great
nice
spot.
course.
They're always a good host.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
They treat us well, and they help us out with trying to raise as much money as possible. So they definitely help us out.
Well, we will make sure we get that sponsorship to you guys. And anything else you guys want to bring up?
No, we really
Anything come
appreciate your continuous support, and
Yep.
appreciate you having us on the show, and
Fantastic.
look forward to having you guys at
All
our
right.
events.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right, guys. Well, once again, support Brotherhood for the Fallen. Any chapter, New York, Dallas, Fort Worth, Colorado, wherever you have a Brotherhood for the Fallen, you know what? Like Lori Montoya always says, forego that Starbucks for the week and donate that $20.
Mhm.
Every dollar counts to help. So just get on there, click, you're done, man. And you will be helping out more than you know our officers who give so much for us. We can give back a little to them.
You guys have a Facebook page, right?
We do.
And so they can follow the events on your
Yeah.
Facebook page too that are coming up.
Correct. Yeah, we just Brotherhood for the Fallen with a Fort Worth chapter. So it's just Brotherhood for the Fallen Fort Worth. We're on Facebook. All of our events are on Facebook. Our links are all of our events. Anything we're doing, it's all live.
That's where
on
you
there.
can find it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing with the upcoming golf tournament too.
All right.
To see these golf moves you get.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, he's a pro.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
All right. What do you
That's what I
shoot?
heard.
What do you shoot?
I
In
would.
the
not
106?
In the 60s.
Oh, you shoot in the 60s? What are you doing being a cop? You should be on a tour.
Because it's way different out there like that. I've tried.
You shoot in the 60s.
I showed up
I'm
one time
assuming
to a
that's
pro
Holy
tournament
crap.
Yeah, he's good.
15 years ago. I shot 7 under par. Didn't even come close to making the cut to get into the tournament. Yeah, it's nuts.
Wow.
It's a totally different animal. That's when I realized I needed to be a good
I need to find a different job.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Man.
yeah. It's tough.
I'll
Golf
lose a box of balls and oh my god.
But
I'm
you
in the
probably
triple
have more
digits.
fun than me because I'm getting irritated while you're just having a
Yeah, I
hell
just
of a
like ride
time.
around the
Oh,
golf
so you
cart.
take the game serious.
Oh,
You're like
Oh,
really
oh yeah.
shh, shh.
See, we like having him on our team because we can goof off. And
It's 'cause he-
carry us.
Yeah.
Carry
Yeah.
through, right?
Scramble.
Yeah.
Carry through. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. Well, we'll end up trying to put a team together for you guys. We'll
get the
definitely
info.
sponsor a hole,
Awesome.
and we'll see. If we
Tailgate
can
at
get,
the hole.
we'll see if we can get Chaz Tastic out there. He's
Janie Balderas.
he's a professional wrestler. He's maybe last year we had also
We had Janie Balderas, I think, that showed up. We had Chaz Tastic, Billy Ball. That's
Did-
all I can remember because we
maybe we
had
can get
cocktails.
JJ. Maybe we get JJ Thompson out there
Ooh.
from Landman out there.
He could probably
See,
hit it
that'd be
pretty
cool.
far.
He can probably hit it pretty
I don't know
far.
if accurate, but he hit it pretty far.
Let's see if we can put a celebrity team
He was
together.
the bad guy.
Let me see if I can put a celebrity team together for you for them.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
they're available, that would be great.
That'd be great. We love
Once again, I want to thank you guys. Please be safe out there
Mhm.
and support our brothers and sisters in blue. We're gonna come back. What time is it?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Watch didn't go with my outfit.
428.
4:28. We're gonna come back after this quick break and is Lori on? Yes. And we're gonna bring back Lori Montoya. Where in the world is Lori Montoya
With
today with
Biker
Biker
Down.
Down? Right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Arkangelski, CEO and co-founder of Break Free Technologies, and this is Break Free, a motorcycle helmet accessory that easily mounts to pretty much any motorcycle helmet out there, and it's the simplest way to improve your visibility day or night. Break Free's got a sensor array built into the unit itself, so there's nothing to mount to the motorcycle, there's no wiring, everything is inside the unit. It's got 100 ultra bright LED lights that light you up during the daytime and nighttime. Anytime you slow down, brake free activates, no matter how. Engine braking, downshifting, regular braking, emergency braking. You slow down, it turns on. Brake Free is a small company. We're only 4 co-founders and 1 employee at this point, and we're all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts. We love riding, and we've created this product for our community. We wanted to make sure that motorcycle riders are safe and seen out there on the roads. We saw a huge need for visibility, and that's why we've created this product.
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smile, standing at attention. Teasing waves, vintage art. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
Hey, welcome back to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl, man. That was the Fort Worth Police Department with Brotherhood for the Fallen. Man, that was inspirational. And Rob Demarco from NYPD. That was nice. How did it make you feel?
Nervous.
They didn't have any drug-sniffing dogs or
No,
anything. No.
He'll get me back on probation. Just kidding. I'm actually not on probation.
Smelling
Just
your
kidding.
purse.
Just kidding. No, I've been clean. Clean as
I
a
know.
whistle.
I know.
Clean as a whistle.
Oh.
I love all their events. Every event that we've gone to, it's usually super crowded. They've got it put together. I mean, the car show was amazing. There were so many beautiful cars and trucks and custom rides, and they had the food trucks
Well, let's bring on Lori Montoya with Biker Down.
Hi, guys. I
What's
wanted to
going on,
hear
Lori?
what we were doing.
We don't know either. We're winging it.
Well, I wore my American flag hat today. I haven't worn this one in forever because we were going to talk about the Red, White, and Booze cruise, I understand.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
let's discuss that because that's going to be coming up in May.
Yes. It's actually, I have my card. I have my little passport here that I got from Moonshine Bandits. And I don't know if he can put this picture up while we talk.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, there it is. So that's a little bit just for people to look at as far as what the cruise is, when it leaves. It leaves May 15th through May 20th out of Galveston. Royal Caribbean, Liberty of the Seas. It's an amazing time. You can scan that code to book, but we do ask, if you look at the bottom, that you use the booking code Full Throttle. And I will send that to you guys to put on the website. But so how are you? I mean, let's talk about how great Moonshine Bandits are. You saw, I guess, that they released a few songs.
Yes.
That are rocketing to the top. And I just think this is going to be a cruise that one really doesn't know what to expect, but I'm going to ask everybody to take a leap of faith. That I don't know how you couldn't have fun on a cruise with the Moonshine Bandits for 5 days.
one, how could you not go on a cruise called Red, White, and Booze? You know it's going to be a great patriotic party time.
Yeah, and we've posted quite a few videos of just the amount of fun. And number two, it's our people, you know, tatted up, patriotic. Most of them, I would guess, have some semblance of motorcycle running through their veins.
Yeah.
And, you know, they just want to have a good old time.
Yes.
And, you know, so I don't know why people wouldn't want to book something like that. I mean, like my daughter's going on a cruise tomorrow, and you know it's Carnival Mardi Gras, and it'll be fun. But she won't.
But it's not this.
But it's not. You're exactly right. It's not this. It's not something where people are having, you know, shots at 10 in the morning and
they don't.
Well, I'm sure they do. My point is that this whole boat, when we're on, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a rally on the water.
Yes, I got a few of my friends, a group of my friends going using the code. Yeah,
Oh,
and I think you got a good group going.
Yep.
So
yeah, we got probably about. Who do you got? People coming?
I've got 2 or 3 couples. So Crystal and Bobby might be coming, and then
because that means we need a bigger bus.
We do need a party bus going down there.
Well, what we're gonna do, and Lori, I'm gonna let you know. I don't know where you're flying into. But if you do fly into the DFW area, we are going to rent a party bus from my house to take us straight to Galveston, and then pick us up and bring us home.
We need that because I'll need
yes,
especially the ride home.
it'll be much easier for all the people that we got going on this cruise.
You don't have to worry about parking then too with all of us.
Correct.
That'd be great.
What's my luggage restriction?
True, that's the thing.
It's only a 5-day cruise. You could put all your stuff in a plastic bag.
That's men. No, I need an outfit for every night. You need 3 per day.
Exactly. Plus, how many bathing suits?
Outfits for a day.
I need my daytime breakfast cute thing going brunch, and then I need my cool pool outfit, and then I need my glam outfit for later. And then if I decide not to be glam,
I need my excursion outfit.
Need my excursion outfit, my different shoes, my hair products.
God.
My fake hair.
We have to rent 2 buses.
I'll put Chopper in your room, and you can come stay with me, and we'll just.
Yes.
I will have so many hook magnets, and we can hang our hats and our stuff. And listen, I am a cruise guru. I know how to do that.
I love it.
I did talk to Mary, and if he'll put this flash sale up while we're doing it. There are 3 room types still on sale right now. A cabin with a window, which I usually call that an ocean view. There still are a few ocean balconies. And then there are, I mean, if you're going to party all the time, I'll be honest with you, those interior rooms are nice and dark, and they have just as much storage room, really. But you can get a couple in there for $1,700. For now, you divide that by 5 days. That's not even, you know, $325 a day. You can't do that at Sturgis, you know.
No.
and stuff. So we still have some of those flash sale rooms. They only need a $300 deposit. Suite deposits are a little higher if you want to have even a room that we don't have on it. There's a $25 onboard credit applied to any bookings if anybody books now before September 15th. As you know, we talked about the drink package is not included, but I did a video the other day of somebody heading to the casino with 500 crispy $100 bills. And I was sitting there going, and you're bitching about paying for the drink package.
Right.
You know,
drink package is a must if you drink.
You know, Tigger's been searching out, and they had the drink pack. They were Royal Caribbean was doing a drink package. I think we saw it for about $87 a day, which is still phenomenal.
Yeah,
still,
I can do that.
I can do that by breakfast.
Yeah,
but purchase your drink package around Thanksgiving or Black Friday
because they do some.
They're gonna do a phenomenal drink package then. So you may even get it a little cheaper. So,
right. Well, we should even talk to Mary about maybe alerting us. They might even have a Labor Day sale. You know, they may have a Halloween sale, you know. So I'm just saying, you know, it gives you quite a bit of time to pay for it. I know from being on Royal Caribbean too, that when you do some excursions, they have other ways of paying. You don't have to just pay for it. Like when I go on Carnival and I book a massage, I can do Affirm or Flex Pay, and I can pay for that over, you know, whatever. So, you know, we can make it affordable, and I just don't want someone to not go on it just because that's not included, because the truth of the matter is on those cruises where they say it's included, you're paying for it. And I could show you pure documentation of a themed cruise with a free drink package that is
take that picture.
Double or triple what this cruise is, you know. And I think they're right when they say that. There are some people, to be honest with you, I don't ever probably utilize my full drink package. I get it because in case I want to go.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is I probably don't. There are people that have partied hard and they don't drink anymore, and they shouldn't have to pay for the drink package if they don't want it. So it's kind of a la carte, you know, anything you want above and beyond is something that, you know, you can do it. But, you know, she just needs your name, a deposit, and your address and stuff. But I will ask her to notify us, because my thing is this: when does my reservation show up on Royal, so that if there is that sale, that I can add that to my reservation? So I think we need to kind of clarify that. So
and once you get on that app too, you can, that's when you can select your excursions and stuff as well, right?
And I think they have a couple really cool excursions, like what do you call it when you bar hop? You know, a bunny hop or a bar hop thing. I think they have that on one of them. Yeah. And then I think they also have one where we're all on little mopeds just scooting around and causing trouble. So,
didn't Bird say when he was on the show the last time, he said they were going to do a big party at one of the bars,
beach party or something,
like some kind of bar party, and
that's a given, I'm sure. Yeah, I think anywhere they're going to be, it's going to be
a party. It's going to be a party
and stuff. So I just really encourage people. You know, Christmas is sadly only 125 days away. And so, you know, if you're looking for that really special Christmas present to do as a couple, you know, think of it. I mean, that would what a stocking stuffer present that would be, to say, hey, in May we're going to rock it. You know, it just really something. Do you remember the date when they're coming to Dallas?
I do not.
I want to say November.
I thought it was November too.
Is it November? I thought it was September. I don't know. Well, we'll have somebody look.
We'll check it.
Well, whenever it is, I'm going to come in and we're going to go see Bird together. I've decided.
Fantastic.
We'll do that together, and I've got him on speed dial. I'll say, "We are here. Where are you?" And you know, let's see if we can get him to do that thing. I sent it to him twice. They're just super busy with promoting this new album and stuff, and I still have your Dive Bar Beauty Queen. I promise I will still have it. I haven't done anything with it. I will get that off in the mail to you, I promise.
I believe you.
One of the other things real quick I wanted to talk about was the fact that Biker Down is celebrating our 17th year.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, 15 years on Facebook, 17 years helping injured motorcycle riders. So that's, you know, quite an accomplishment, something I'm extremely proud of. Absolutely. One thing that kind of was a reverberation from Sturgis was, and I'm sure you guys saw it, was this cycle drag guy that is a social media influencer, which I hate when people are, but he is legitimately. But there seems to be this big controversy now of the fact that he goes to Sturgis and merely is reporting the bad.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I just want to tell everybody to give everybody some grace. Not everybody rides, or not everybody rides with the dedication that most of us ride. I'm not a fan of the negative of Sturgis, because I go and have a great time.
Yeah, that's what you make it.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I let a lot of things roll. I think what people that are listening need to understand about social media influencers is they make their money on clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time you're engaging one of those negative articles, and I actually know that from doing the Outlaw Twins from 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
And they got into that fake altercation with, a club. And,
Yep.
Little Biker Down, Little Motorcycle Rider News got over 200,000 hits
Wow.
because people were just chiming in. And I didn't do it for that because I'm not registered to make money, but that's what they're doing. So just think about that when you see those, the more anger you vent at him, that means the more clicks he's getting.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, understand that there are some really good social media biker influencers out there. What you guys do as influencers in the motorcycle community is always positive reinforcement, supporting people on the front line and everything else. So just, just everybody understand that some of that is just not real. It's there to entice you to get outraged. And, we've got too much of that in social media now. Everybody's just damn angry all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be happy, man. Just be.
Yeah.
But life's too short to be angry.
Yeah, listen, I'm Italian Hungarian. I get irritated every single day.
Oh yeah.
I'll take you out every single day. So I've learned a little anger management. I've learned how to process, walk away.
Oh, bless your heart.
Every complaint in my life doesn't need to go on social media.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
I agree with that. I don't need to know everything about everybody's life. When they start ranting on Facebook, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what
if
it is.
I got a bad oil change, I just don't go back. I don't feel like I've got this tremendous power to do a 5-page Yelp review on somebody gave me a bad oil change. And it just, we've just gotten a lot of armchair quarterbacks now. And, I went through that with Biker Down too, where people were like, well, what does Biker Down do? And I finally got to the point was, if you don't want to support Biker Down, don't support Biker Down. But shut up. You don't know what we do. You're not intelligent enough to understand what we do. So
we know what you do, and that's all that matters.
I know you do. I know
we know what you do.
But so I'm headed to Four Corners next Tuesday. I'll be at Durango. I'll be at the Four Corners Motorcycle Rally there. So if anybody within the sound of my voice, who is that?
Come in. You can come in.
Who is it?
It's a son. It's a kid.
Oh,
our next guest.
But if anybody knows of anybody that's down in the Durango area that's there for rally, because that really does pull a lot of Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas. A lot of people go to Four Corners Motorcycle Rally. Just know that Biker Down will have a booth at the fairgrounds, and we'll be there to help you if you have an emergency or need any assistance. And download the Biker Down app.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Lori, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We will see you at the concert. Yeah, we will see you.
I think you should invite me for something else.
We'll invite you for we have a room for you. Whenever you want to come, you are free to come.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll look at maybe Halloween.
Oh, there you go.
Halloween.
My favorite holiday.
We can be in that would be fun. All right, my guys.
Right.
I love you. I gotta get ready for Four Corners.
Lori Montoya with Biker Down. Man, subscribe, follow, like. If you ride, you want to make sure you have the Biker Down app on your phone. Lots of great information in there, and she does wonderful things for the bike community. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get a little country.
Are we?
We're gonna get a little country because we got Janie Balderas and her special guest. Yes. I'm not gonna announce it yet until she brings them on. We're gonna come back right after these messages.
I was in an accident 12 months ago to the day. I was driving on southbound Santa Fe, and somebody did a suicide left in front of me, and I T-boned him at 45 miles an hour. From that point forward, I don't remember anything for the next 18 days because I was in a coma.
She broke 9 bones, lacerated my spleen, put me in the hospital for 21 days. I remember none of it.
Biker Down was founded in 2011 after riding several rides over the summer and seeing tragically my friends get injured. And I felt that there was a need missing in Denver and in Colorado for an organization that helped the biker community. As you may know, the bikers are one of the most charitable entities out there, and what we do is provide them a variety of services such as medical equipment, financial assistance if necessary, and a plethora of resources to help them stay afloat during the hardest time in their life, which is their recovery. You know, my biggest hope is that I'll never get another phone call that a biker's gone down, but you know, that's not realistic. So I think my true realistic dream is that we can help as many as we can help, because it is life-changing for them. Certainly donating and volunteering your time, and even if you can't do that, attend our events. You know, attend our event and get a $20 t-shirt for your $20. You know, those kind of things make a big difference in a small nonprofit like ours.
I may just be famous in a small town. Sometimes I may just get around. And I know who I am, and I know where I stand. I'm that girl, played in a small town.
Hey, welcome back to 99. Welcome, Janie Balderas.
Hello, how are y'all?
We're good.
How are y'all? How are y'all?
How are y'all? I'm good.
We're good. We're glad to have you.
I'm excited to be on here. Is my guest on here?
Is he on? Yeah, bring him on. Bring him on. Welcome your guest.
Hello. Okay.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. I'm so excited. So I wanted to introduce y'all in the studio, plus everyone out there listening, to the amazing and fabulous country singer, Joe Allen Christi.
Woo!
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Big
it.
round of applause.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
I actually met him at a conference in New Braunfels, and we kind of chatted a little bit. And I went and, you know, checked him out, listened to his music.
Yep, we lost your audio. We lost your audio. Did we lose our audio?
Unless your hearing aid went out.
My hearing aid went out.
Can y'all
There we
hear
go.
me?
We got it back. We got it back. We got your audio back.
Okay, because I'm still in the same spot. Anyway, so I wanted to interview him and, you know, share a little about his country music. So
Before
Joe,
you start your interview,
yeah,
this is the country music segment that Janie Balderas hosts. And you know, I just want to bring up, we lost a legend in the country music scene today, or yesterday. Yesterday. And I want to dedicate today's country music segment to Dolly Parton. Can you put her up? Put her up real quick.
That's awesome. I love it.
You know, Dolly Parton was an inspiration to them. The country music world, man. She was an icon. She, you know, one thing about her, she never fell in any of those controversies.
Always positive.
Always positive. Never heard anything bad about her. And when I read some stuff about her today, you know, she really persevered through some hard times. She grew up without running water and electric and in a one bedroom, you know, like Loretta Lynn type of thing in Tennessee. And God bless her. And she has proven that if you have determination, you can do anything that you want to do.
That's right.
So today's segment is dedicated to Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton.
Dolly we trust.
In Dolly we trust for the Janie Balderas segment.
Yes,
So
I love that.
It's all yours, girl.
I love that. Thank you. Yes, she paved the way for a lot of country music artists, especially female artists. So I love it. I love covering her songs for sure. So, but yes, thank you for honoring her today. We appreciate that as country artist. So, well, today we have Joe Allen Christi, and he is from Corpus Christi. But Joe Allen, you do not live in Corpus anymore. Is that correct?
Correct. I live in New Braunfels now. I've kind of been all over the world. I was in the Air Force, so I've been all over.
Oh, I read about that, and thank you for your service. You
Thanks.
were actually, yeah, I saw that, and I was like, oh, he's an Air Force veteran. That's just perfect. And can you tell us a little about yourself? You know, what you grew up with, like the music. I mean,
Sure.
who were your influences?
Yeah, absolutely. So I grew up listening to country, riding with my dad in the pickup, and I grew up with country and Tejano when I was with my mom. My real name's Joe Garcia, but for music I go by Joe Allen Christie.
Okay.
And so yeah, I love Tejano music. I love the oldies. Merle's probably my favorite artist of all time. And yeah, I just grew up with country since I was a kid, but I didn't really start even playing music till I was 38. So I didn't even pick up guitar until I was 38 years old.
Oh, wow. So I mean, you grew up with it, but you just didn't start like songwriting until 38, or just the guitar?
Exactly.
The whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole package?
The whole thing.
That's
It sounds
great.
weird.
No, it's actually, I love that,
Yeah.
I always say there's no limit on age for anything. You can start
I believe
anytime.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I believe that wholeheartedly. But I know you sent me, and I'm not even going to say anything about it, but you sent me a clip of your new single that's coming out in September 11th.
September 11th. Yeah.
It's 1984, and I listened to it, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it, because I was like, oh man, it like took me back. It was like a throwback, but it was the good times. You know, it's like, man, it's not like that anymore, but I cannot wait till you release that song. You want to tell us a little about it, how it became 1984?
Yeah, I was just working on an idea, thinking about back in the 1980s when kind of everything's felt right. And it was a time in my life when my parents were still together. I was the oldest in the family as far as children. And when they divorced, it was hard on me. And then your grandparents die. And it's just that time, how when everything's kind of perfect and then things change, you know what I mean? It's kind of what I was trying to get to. And, to me, songwriting is personal. And I hope that, people get kind of the same feeling because.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I when I heard it, I was like, oh man, that's a great song. I mean, I cannot wait for everyone to hear that. So,
Thank you.
And I'm so honored and glad that I met you at that.
Same here. Thank you.
Yeah. And I've been following you and checking your stuff out. So I'm excited. What is your favorite song that you have written that you feel like, oh, that just resonates with a lot of people, do you think?
I honestly think that this 1984 is probably my favorite song so far.
Okay.
It's just because, like I said before, I haven't been writing music all that long. I think I wrote my first song in 2020. So, as I've, because it took me a long time to be able to write a song. It's like one of those things you got to like practice every day, and it just doesn't come until, you put the time in. So, yeah, as my songwriting has gotten better, 1984 is probably one of my favorites. And then, yeah, it's just because it's so personal to me.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's going to be a really great song. I think it's going
Thank
to
you.
hit a lot of hearts, and that's a good thing, especially the timing of it. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. But I know you have your guitar with you.
Yeah,
Love to hear a song from you if you don't mind.
sure.
Yeah.
Should I play 1984 or are you going to play the
Oh, do you
actual?
want to play 1984?
Or
It's
did you
up
want
to
to?
you. It hasn't been released, but if you want to play it.
Sure.
Me back
I'd
in
love
real
to play it.
Cool.
Bring me back in real quick.
Oh.
Hold on. Before you
Oh, sorry.
start, no, you're good. I'd rather hear you live. Yeah, Pitbull just stepped out for a second. I'd rather hear you live, but we have Grandpa's Pond keyed up.
Oh, Grandpa's Fishing Hole. Yep.
Fishing hole. Grandpa's Fishing Hole. I need a quick question because I listened to that song and it was just, it really brought back when you talk about 1984, it really brought back memories of just family and sitting with grandpa and just, you know, I'm sure your grandfather inspired that song, huh?
Yeah, you're talking about Grandpa's fishing hole, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to talk about just because it's so personal to me. He was so important. But yeah, it's based on him. You know, my parents divorced when I was young, and he was the one I could go to be a kid. You know.
Do you want to play a song, or do you want me to? I want you to play a song live, but you know what? I think because you're so emotional right now, I think it would be a perfect time to play that song. You mind if we play it?
I wouldn't mind at all. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's cue that up. It's Grandpa's Fishing Hole, correct?
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right, let's play Grandpa's. Alan Christi.
I was just a kid from a broken home. Mom and Dad couldn't get along. Spent many nights crying myself to sleep. Only saw Dad 4 days a month, sometimes less 'cause he drove a truck. But Grandpa was there when he was on the road. And riding shotgun in Grandpa's truck, headed to his favorite fishing spot, was the only place where I could be a kid. It's where I caught my first fish, and he laughed 'cause I was scared of it. We talked about life and how to be a man. He said, don't put off what you can do today. Say what you mean what you say. Find yourself a good one, don't let her go. Life's lessons learned at Grandpa's Fishing Hole. When Grandpa passed, I took it hard, but he lives forever in my heart. I met a girl, fell in love. I remembered what Grandpa said. So on the bank under the willow tree, I asked her if she'd marry me. I didn't think that fishing hole could mean any more to me, 'cause it's where I caught my first fish. He laughed 'cause I was scared of it. We talked about life and how to be a man. He said, don't put off what you can do today. Say what you mean what you say. Find yourself a good one, don't let her go. Life's lessons learned at Grandpa's Fishing Hole.
That just brings chills to me. I can't imagine what it brings to you.
Yeah, it means a lot. It definitely does. You know, he died when I was 11 years old, and some of what I wrote, like what I kind of pictured what he would say to me, because I didn't have that much time. Because a lot of the time, you know, I'm from Corpus Christi, but we did move to Dallas for a short period of time, and then moved back to Corpus. So a lot of it's just dedicated to him and what I think he would have said to me.
Well, it's nice you keep his legacy and his memory alive, you know, and that's what music is really all about. It's so we never forget. We never forget the ones we love. Yeah. And you know, that's an honor for him. He's looking down on you right now and saying, you know, get your shit together, brother.
Exactly.
And he's so proud too.
Oh yeah, I miss him so much. He was the best.
That's a great song.
But I'm a grandpa. I'm a grandpa now too. My grandson just turned 1 about a week ago. So yeah,
Congrats.
it's
so you're gonna have your own fishing hole with your grand.
Exactly. I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Does he have time to sing a song?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Perfect. So we're gonna hear your song latest release that's coming out September 11th. We're gonna do an acoustic version of that, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear it.
All right.
Fantastic.
Let's go. This one's called 1984.
You bring him up full screen.
1984.
1984.
I've been thinking back to 1984 when we lived life in and out that old screen door. Us kids always had something to do. Mom still loved Dad, he loved her too. Life was good and the world was right. Mama's in the kitchen making chicken and rice, and Dad spent Saturdays under the hood. And we played outside till the sun went down. Grandma and Grandpa were still around. Who could ask for more? Back in 1984. It was one hell of a year in 1984. Nothing but good memories from our front porch. Well, I was still small enough for Granddad's lap. Sunday church as a family, nothing better than that. Oh, life was good and the world was right. Mama's in the kitchen making chicken and rice, and Dad spent Saturdays under the hood. Yeah, we played outside till the sun went down. Grandma and Grandpa were still around. Who could ask for more? Back in 1984. The year went by and everything changed. Dad left home, I thought I was to blame. And oh, how I cried when the good Lord called Granddad's name. As much as you want, nothing ever stays the same. But I sing these words and play a few chords that take me back to 1984, when life was good and the world was right. Mama's in the kitchen making chicken and rice, and Dad spent Saturdays under the hood. And we played outside till the sun went down. Grandma and Grandpa were still around. Who could ask for more? Oh, who could ask for more? Back in 1984. In 1984.
That was great. That's a great song. You have some really good songwriting skills, and
Hell yeah.
we appreciate your music and what you're sharing for all of us. I'm sure there are a few people or several people that can resonate with what you're saying.
The only thing that I didn't resonate with was you stayed outside till the sun went down. We stayed outside till the street lights went on. You know, I guess that's an East Coast thing.
But that didn't rhyme, so I had to do something.
But man, you hit the mark. And 1984, it was such an easier time. It was a lot different back then, man. And
way different.
Oh, it was you know that.
Two.
Huh? You were two.
I was two.
Pimple was two. Man, I was in high school.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was 8 years old.
Oh man, you guys are youngins. I think I was in 9th grade, 1984.
Well, we are so appreciative that you shared your talent and your music,
thank you.
just your story with us. And once again, thank you for serving our country.
Absolutely.
Air Force. And I can't wait for that song to come out. Do y'all have any other questions? Because I know y'all asked them, but
No, we're done. How can people follow you, support you?
True.
Yeah, I'm on all social medias. I have my own website, joeallenchristi.com. If you want to hear me sing, I'm on TikTok quite a bit. I'm every other night, probably singing on TikTok. So if you guys want to go catch me there too, or you can catch me in a show here in New Braunfels or somewhere in Texas, just if you follow my website, you can find where I'm playing.
And then all
Fantastic.
the social media where they can get your music and pre-save it and all that as well, correct?
Exactly, through my Instagram or TikTok, you can find the link. Yep.
Well, I got a place for you up here in Fort Worth. One of my buddies is opening up a new honky tonk bar. It's called the Rustic Cowboy. They're literally in the process of still finishing it up, building it. So I'd love to get you in connection with them and get you up there.
Oh, that would mean a lot because I when I retired from the Air Force, I ended up in Colorado. And now I'm back in Texas, so I've been starting over trying to find places to play. So
I got you.
Anything you guys could do to help, that would be great.
Yeah,
I got you.
Our next guest, Joe, is from the retired from the Air Force as well. Hold on, before we cut your segment, let me just bring her on because I know she wants to say hi to another Air Force buddy.
Heck yeah, my Air Force sister.
She's been a woo girl the whole time.
She's been wooing you the whole time. Just
Oh.
bring in your mic, April. Just bring in your mic real quick.
It's so great. Yeah, I tell you what, we're like brothers and sisters when the Air Force. It's just one of those things. You know,
a little closer.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi. Yes. Thank you for your service. And we are
Oh, same to you.
Okay, let's see if we got this right. Aim high.
Aim high. I don't.
Oh no!
Fight, win.
I retired in 2019. I don't know. Oh, go fight wins. Is that what it is? I don't know. I did 24 years.
We're gonna say we're gonna cut that one. Okay. Aim high.
Go fight win. Is that what it is?
No, fly, fight, win.
Oh, fly, fight, win. Sorry.
I know. I love it. You know, that one actually sounds a little better.
I did 24 years, and when I was done, I was done.
I know. He's just like, that's out of my head.
Put on a different hat.
I was in finance. So what were you in?
I was a 6F too.
Okay, cool.
We probably know the exact same people.
I promise you, we probably do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
I was an FMer for 24 years. I did Korea.
Amazing.
I was in the Netherlands. I've been all over.
Wow.
I wanted to go. They wouldn't let me go. They said I was crucial to home stage. So I had to sit back and pay you guys as you guys left.
Yeah.
So if you got shorted in your check, that's who you're gonna.
Hey, they never got shorted. They actually got
That's
their
awesome.
insurance.
Like
They
we're
got more.
truly brothers and sisters. Like to be FMers is such a small world.
It's
Financial
such a
managers.
small world, right?
Yeah,
oh my
we
god.
definitely know the same people. I guarantee it.
Yes. And even Keesler Air Force Base. So that was the best Air Force Base to me. That's what we had to go to
Where
learn
is
our
that?
training in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
See, I did mine in Shepherd because I joined in '95.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
am I that? No, 95. I was born in 85. So yeah. Okay.
You were only 10. All right, so she didn't pay you.
But we were probably still in the same time. I retired in 2019. So
Yeah, we were because I got out in 2015 and I got in 2008. So yeah.
oh yeah, we're definitely yep.
You know, I got to thank you both, and we're going to be bringing up April on the next segment. But I do want to thank both of you for your service to this country, because we have to uplift our veterans each and every day, because we don't sleep well at night without our veterans on the front line. So thank you both. Joe, thank you so much. And from going from the Air Force to bringing them such great music, we thank you as well. Janie, always bringing it. Love you, baby. And
we'll see you soon.
We will see you guys soon.
Celebrity Softball Classics, right?
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night. That was Janie Balderas and Joe Allen Christi. Check him out, man. His music is inspirational. I mean, it really hits your heart, you know. And you see how he gets emotional from.
You miss those times.
So that means a song really has power to it, you know. That's just not some song that's just screaming. That song that has heart and value, and man, it gives me chills sometimes. It really does.
You do have a heart. I'm just kidding.
He
does a big
It's
one.
not ice cold.
It's not ice cold.
Not with that shirt on.
Yeah. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna get into it with United States Air Force veteran April Williams, and now turned broker.
Yes, real estate broker.
Right after these messages.
April Williams Moore is a veteran, mother, and committed education advocate who will bring both lived experience and data-driven leadership to the State Board of Education District 13. As a military veteran and a parent, she understands the importance of structure, accountability, and opportunity, and how education shapes long-term outcomes for families and communities. With a master's degree focused on analyzing data and identifying solutions, April is skilled at examining student outcomes, identifying gaps, and developing practical strategies that lead to real improvement. She is committed to using data responsibly, not as a weapon against teachers, but as a tool to strengthen instruction, improve curriculum decisions, and inform policies that truly support educators in the classroom. Guided by service, collaboration, and common sense, April is focused on policies that uplift teachers, close achievement gaps, and ensure every student in District 13 has access to a high-quality education. Her combination of service, scholarship, and advocacy makes her a strong and trusted voice for students, educators, and families across the district.
This November, vote for change. Vote for April Williams Moore, State Board of Education, District 13.
Political ad paid by the April Williams Moore campaign.
Your bike turns heads. Your gear should too. Milwaukee Motorcycle Clothing Company has classic leathers and bold new designs you won't find anywhere else. Shop top brands plus exclusive MMCC originals. Right now, our listeners get 20% off their entire order. Use promo code 99%. Visit MilwaukeeMotorcycleClothing.com today.
I'm Sassy Sin with Battle and Betties, and I ride with the 99% radio.
Fishbowl. We just heard from Janie Balderas and Joe Allen Christi, man. Follow them. They are amazing country music artists. And right now we got United States Air Force veteran / broker,
Yes.
April Williams. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
You
much for
always
having
got
me
this
back.
beautiful smile on.
Oh, you're so sweet. I try. I really try. You know, it's not hard to be kind, right? And
That's
you never
right.
know what people are going through. And so sometimes a smile just brightens. It's infectious,
It
right?
is.
So it
It
makes
is.
you smile.
It
So,
is.
yes. And I saw that you guys had my little commercial on from when I was running.
Yes.
So I appreciate you guys for supporting me and for endorsing me. Unfortunately, there was a residency issue that wasn't discovered when I went down to Austin and, you know, applied. So once we discovered that, I was just like, ugh, you know, and I was like, I'm not going to move. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I love where I'm at. So I was just like, you know what? Let me try to find someone else. And so there is someone else running in my seat.
Mhm.
He is also a veteran.
Okay.
He's
awesome.
yes, his name is Charlie Garza. So I'm supporting him. I'm fully endorsing him, and hopefully, you know, he does only have 60 days, but all of my supporters, my funds and things like that, everything, I'm just throwing it towards him and helping him with his signs and getting everything out. Now, the great thing about Charlie is he actually used to be on the SBOE. So he used to be on the Board of Education. So he's already familiar with what goes on down there. And that's when he lived in El Paso.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he'll be representing, of course, the District 13, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so I'm just excited to get him back on the board and help him with that.
Yeah, we need more veterans to step up and you know, get this country running right, get these cities running right, you know, and especially someone that's on the board, he knows how to keep our kids in line.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. And so now that kind of frees up and allows me to prioritize my real estate more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that. I joined a new brokerage. So I'm at Century 21 now. And so I'm just excited, you know, about the possibilities and meeting someone. I had a showing today. We should be going under contract tomorrow. So everything is just looking up. I'm excited.
So do they call it a buyer's market right now, or? seller's
actually,
market.
I
don't
know. Actually, it depends because a lot of times people like, is it buyers or sellers? And they're looking at, the state as a whole, but you can't look at the state
You
as a
can't,
whole.
not
You can't
here.
even look at the city as a whole. You actually have to look at the area.
See, that's one thing I never understood. It's a buyer's market, it's a seller's market. How could it be one and not the other? Because if someone's buying, someone's selling,
right?
So how can we, it's a buyer's market, but it's a seller's market as well.
Exactly. And sometimes it's both. And that's what's like you said, it really depends on the area. And so when they say a buyer's market versus a seller's market, it really just depends on how much inventory is on the MLS. But again, it's for that particular area.
Right.
If you want to be in Richardson versus Mansfield, versus South Lake, like those areas are different. Those communities are different.
Well,
and
South
so
Lake's way different.
Exactly. Okay. So, when it comes to whether it's a buyer's market or seller's market, and then sometimes like in Mansfield, the South Point area versus Mirror Lagos, so it depends on the community.
Right.
It really does. And what school you want to be zoned into.
See,
it goes down to that.
And that's a big question. The should I use a for sale by owner or should I go to a real estate? It's very important to use a broker or an agent
I would say
because they're going to be able to.
They take care of everything for you.
It
right,
definitely
and they will
is.
tell you, the school zones that you're looking for. They can give you all the ratings. They take the research right out of it, and give it to you because that's what your job is.
Right. And sometimes with the for sale by owners, they don't want to pay the commission. And that's what it is. And so they say, well, I don't want to pay $10,000 or $12,000, right? But then when your home sits on the MLS
sits
for 4 and 5 months, you've paid well over that.
Because the only advertisement they have is maybe a sign in their front yard.
Exactly. Right. And sometimes they're on Zillow or they're on some of the others, but you're not going to get the traffic that you would get from a real estate agent. Like you're just not going to.
Because I look on Zillow just to be fun, but real buyers are going to go through a realtor and be like, I want you to, this is what I want. Find the ones that I want because they have a list basically.
Exactly.
And you can narrow down all the things like they're not going to like that. They'll like this.
And you have to understand the financial implications. You have to use any buyer that's buying, they should be using the TREC forms because those TREC forms cover you as a buyer. And so a lot of times the for sale by owners, they're not familiar with the forms. And so they end up it ends up not being lucrative for themselves or for the buyer, and so you definitely, and a lot of times, sometimes the agent, a buyer say, well, I don't need a real estate agent. I'm just going to go through the listing agent, or I'm just going to go to this new build and use the sales agent. And it's just like, no, you need an advocate on your side because again, the financial implications, you want to make sure that someone understands the terms, walks you through those terms, has your best interests at heart, and someone that's going to negotiate on your behalf. It's really important.
Yeah, because once again, a home purchase is probably the biggest purchase you're ever going to make in your life, right? Sometimes it's goes from 15 to a 30-year mortgage,
right?
You want your agent or broker to fight for your best interest rate.
Yes.
And so that you don't get screwed in the very end, because once you're locked in and you sign that contract, you're locked in.
Right. And so your lender does your interest rate, but what your realtor, your broker does, what they do is, it's like I said, it's the financial terms throughout the contract. And it's also, you want to make sure that when you're signing the contract, like with your earnest money, if you're a seller, when a buyer submits a contract, they put earnest money down and says, hey, I'm a serious buyer.
Right.
Because you're removing your home off the market, and that means you're not accepting any other contracts coming through. And so if you're waiting 30 days, you're waiting 60 days, you want to know that you're getting paid for that wait in case their financing fall through at the end.
Right.
However,
that's a little stressful.
Exactly. But if you're a buyer, the same thing happens, right? You want to buy, but you need this loan to be approved and go through in order for you to buy. And so you put the earnest money down, but you also want an agent that says, hey, can you make sure I get my earnest money back if I don't end up buying the home? And so you have those things going,
Right.
let's say a home is 500,000, right? And your agent negotiates. Now I'm real good. So let's say I get 10,000 off, right? You then have to do a cost analysis to say, well, should I take the 10,000 off the cost of the home, the sales price of the home? Or should I do a rate buy down to make sure that the interest rate goes down?
I mean, I'm already confused.
Yeah, like there's so many different, terms, and this is what I'm saying when it comes to for sale by owners. It's like, no, you want someone that actually went to school, that actually knows what the contract is saying, because one person, like, you think that, oh, it's easy, I can do that, but no, it's not easy. It's not.
You just confused the hell out of me. And I'm like,
it's not
whoa.
easy positioning in a home to sell, and not only sell, but you want a home to drive the traffic. You want to drive the traffic. You want to create the demand so that you can get multiple offers, so that you can then help your client make the best decision for them and their family.
Then you also help stage, because a lot of times he's at home.
Exactly.
They just leave their shit all out.
Oh my gosh. A stage home sells so much better than an empty home. And it also sells better than a dirty home. And so those are little things, for one, when I was selling, I just got like one of those little totes. What is it, like a caboodle type thing?
I had a caboodle.
Right? And you just put your body wash and stuff. And so when I'm in the shower, I bring that in. And then when I'm done, I put it underneath the cabinet. So then none of my shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff is not in the shower.
They don't want to see your stuff. They want to see the house.
Yeah. And sometimes it just clouds, because if they're taking videos, if they're taking pictures, it just doesn't really,
They're more focused on like, oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
You want them to see like,
look, she
the
uses that type of shampoo.
Exactly.
You see the countertops. You want to see what your layout can be in that house. You don't want to.
And even for me, I was just like, hey, you know what, guys? We're not going to use real dishes. We're going to use paper plates. So that way, if we got to go within an hour, I don't have to wash things. Exactly. It's just little tricks, but everybody has their own thing, because again, some buyers know, hey, this home is a still lived in home versus a vacant one, so buyers still know, but it's still just those little small things. But I would tell you, don't cook with curry when you list your home. No more. Like,
don't go in my neighborhood.
Put the dog like in one room. Don't have them all over, because sometimes the smells, there are so many smells that are left
because they're thinking just like buying a car. You want
and sometimes, people don't consider, like, when I'm looking for an agent, how responsive is that agent to me? Because that's how responsive they're going to be on the other side, right? And that matters, because if I am listing your home, you want me to make sure I'm answering my phone and answering questions that a buyer's agent may have, so that I can hurry up and get it under contract. I even like being there, because who can sell your home better than I can if I'm actually there, versus depending on another agent that's not familiar with your home. It's
also stressful. Like if you're selling your home and you want to look for a home, there's that time window. You don't want to. Somebody bought your house. Now what?
And so you want to be able to do a lease back. And so you need to make sure that's already in the MLS, that, hey, we're going to need a lease back for a week or two, so that we can get to the next. So there's already, you just need to make sure that you have an agent that, that you can trust, someone that responds to you, because sometimes a lot of these agents, they're just a number. Like when a person tells me, oh, they sell like 20 and 30 a month, please, like, when is the last time you went to that home that you listed?
Right.
The day you got the contract signed, right? Yeah. And so mine is not like that. I don't desire to sell 20 and 30. I don't desire to sell 5 a month, because I literally want to put all my energy and effort into your home, selling it, making sure that I'm relieving stress for you. Even small things like, hey, April, I left the dog out, or I left this and that. Can you drop by before I have? Well, you know what? I planned on being there anyway, so that I can, highlight the features of your home. So it's just a little thing. It's just customer service.
Count. Those definitely
it
count.
Definitely does. And then me being a veteran, helping with the VA loans, because with the VA, they have to have a termite inspection, and just understanding a lot of times realtors forget that. And so then you get a home inspector, they help you with a home inspector, they do the home inspection, and then that home inspector does not have a license to do the termite inspection.
Oh.
So now you got to go find and pay someone else versus just paying one fee and getting the inspector that can do both.
Right.
You know, and so it's just a lot of different, you know.
I hate when you think there's a fee and then all these extras start adding up that you didn't know about.
Exactly.
Like,
and also partnering with a realtor that has relationships with banks, right? Because a lot of times people like to go get approved before they speak to their realtor. And I would tell you, and this is just me and my preference, I would tell you to do the opposite. I would tell you to find, and some realtors want you to approve, but that would not be the realtor I would choose. I like to refer you to, hey, here are some partners. And let me tell you why. It's not that I get a something on the back end or anything like that, but the realtor partners that I have a relationship with, they always close on time. The ones where they brought their own bank, whether it was this bank or that, I won't mention any names so we won't get in trouble. Because I can give you some stories.
Subscribe for our channel. And
but most banks can't close you in 30 days. No. Because their underwriter is on the West Coast, their processors on the East Coast. It sits on this person's desk for 3 days before they give it to this person, before they give it to that person. They can't close you in 30 days.
Meanwhile, you're sitting home making phone calls going, why ain't I closing? And that's the stress.
And then, you know, and so most banks is like 60 days, whereas most, you know, sellers want you financed and sold within 30 days, no longer than 45. Right. And so you just have to make sure that, you know, that you close on time. Every bank has different closing costs. So, you know, I know Navy Federal, I think they're over 10,000. Another bank that I've used before, they're 7,500. So you just need to, okay, what is the bank charging for the interest rate? What are their closing costs? You know, what's the percent that you close on time? You want to understand these when you're choosing a lender. And again, that's why you want a realtor, because the realtor knows which bank closes on time. Yeah. They also know which title companies give you back a clear title, don't have issues, because title can be another monster. Yeah. You know, so it's just a bunch of different variables.
And if you're not well schooled in this, you know, if you're just
I would have no clue.
Yeah.
I left it to my husband.
So, you know, and these are the questions that when you sit down with your realtor, if you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell, you know, sit down with an agent like or a broker. I don't want to call you agent.
Listen, I'm okay.
You're upgraded. You're upgraded.
Listen, I'm okay.
Listen, broker, like April, and you know, she'll sit and discuss all these options and answer all those questions. You know, when you go to somebody's house for sale by owner, you know, they're not going to be able to answer those questions. They just want you to buy their home.
Exactly. And you have to also be cautious, especially those that say, hey, seller financing. Because if you get behind or get late, you know, they can have certain stipulations that says the house now goes back to them. And so you've given them $50,000 already, and that's just washed. You know, so you have to be careful. This is why I say you always want an advocate, because this is such a huge purchase. You want to save $10,000, but then it costs you 30. You know, it comes back. You don't want to get
stuck once you're in there, and now you have all this.
Let me tell you, when I was 18, it reminds me of this. I was 18, and I was going to a club, and I did not want to spend $20 to valet. I didn't want to spend $10 to park. So I decided I'm going to park across the street at the restaurant. Okay. And I said, this restaurant closes at midnight, so I'm going to get out before midnight. I'm going to go. Man, by the time I got out.
You got out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, it was literally midnight, but I guess I didn't time it right because I saw my car being towed in front of me. And so $20 cost me $300.
Yeah.
Literally. And so I learned my lesson then. I'm just like, no, you know, be willing to pay people
for the security,
for their services. Yes. For their value, you know, and I always, you know, because sometimes people say, well, can you make your rate go down or whatever? And I always tell them, I said, if you have an agent that's not willing to fight for their value, how can you trust or even expect them to fight for your home's value? You know, how can you trust them to negotiate thousands of dollars off on your behalf if they're not even willing to fight for their own value.
Right.
Right.
You're
And
really
s-
working for them instead of like some realtors that just want the commission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like, well, can you do it for 1%? Well, no, especially not a listing, because
Mhm.
it takes a lot. You know, people think, oh, you just put on it. No, it takes a lot to make sure you get traffic at a listing.
It's a
lot
You
of
know,
work.
and for the people that have had their homes on the market for over 200 days or on and
That's a
off and things
long
like that,
time.
like people know what I'm talking about. And again, you have to ask yourself, how many times has your agent come to your property since you signed that contract?
Mhm.
And
Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but we are running out of time.
yes,
we are
yes,
running out of
yes.
time, and I got to get Mongo on. But how can people get in contact with you and use your services?
yeah, so I'm April Williams. Listen, I literally just got this new little website thing, so I put it up on Instagram. So I was like, I'm gonna know this question when he asked me, and I still am following. So aprilwilliams.sites sites.c21.homes. So that's my website.
Text us that, and we'll make sure
and
we
we'll
have
put
that.
it out.
We'll have
Okay.
that on your
yes,
on our page.
and then again, you can do April Williams Century 21 or April Charmaine Realty. You can get in touch with me. My phone number is 817-932-5321. No, 5361. I know, right? And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Well, stay on, because we got to have our United States Marine Corps veteran coming on
Woo!
for the Mongo Log, and we're going to be back right after these messages with the Mongo Log.
Yay!
Red lips, tied up curls, high heels, flag unfurled, Lone Star stitched on their seams. Sunday drives and freedom dreams. They roll up to the VA gate. Coffee cards, they're never late. Laugh lines, old stories glow. They salute, then steal the show. Hey! Battling Betty's of Texas. Country first in their hearts. Pin up smile, standing at attention. Seasoned waves, vintage hearts. For every soldier, every medic on call, every siren. In the dark of the fall, they bring hope, bring heat, bring charm. Like a hook, like a shield, like an arm.
Mongo! Santa Maria!
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo. Got him.
What?
Welcome, Mongo.
From
Here it is, Mongo. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? So,
Where is Mongo? I don't know.
yeah, sorry we brought you on a little late, but we're going to give you all the time you need, brother. You know, want to introduce you, veteran to veteran. We got United States Air Force veteran April Williams with us. This is United States Marine Corps veteran Mongo.
Yes, I remember
April, thank you
Mongo.
for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You know, Mongo, last week's Mongo Log really brought a lot, and I have to rewatch it because I'm doing a luncheon, and they're going to be talking about a lot of the stuff you brought up about the mosques and you know, these Trojan horses and everything else that we have to protect our country with. So I want to thank you for all the information on last week's Mongo Log.
You are welcome. I try to find a subject that's interesting. I try to research it. I try to make it short but interesting and relevant. It's sometimes it's a challenge.
Well, you knock
hit
it
it
out
on
of
the
the
head
park.
every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
You knock it out of the park every time. So what is this week's Mongo Log about?
Today's Mongo Log is on racism.
All right. All right. So without further ado, let's bring the Mongo Log.
All right, here we go. Racism. I'm going to make a few people feel uncomfortable by saying things out loud, but some things need to be said. I've kind of learned to let a lot of racial prejudice talk just roll off my back. Until I reached the second grade, my mother and I lived in downtown Oakland, California. Back then, being a latchkid child was normal, and because of our just getting by financial status, It was at times necessary to sit in our apartment alone while my mom worked. I was the minority kid, taking shit and fighting a lot because of my skin color. By our neighborhood standards, my skin tone was translucent. When we moved to Vallejo, California, we lived in the very remote outskirts of town. Now, my two best friends were Roger, a black kid, and Bobby, a Mexican kid. I mentioned their ethnicity because my experience with black kids in Oakland wasn't a pleasant one, but I didn't let that affect my younger self moving forward. Today, that quiet outskirts area of Vallejo where we lived is just part of a larger, violent shithole of a city. I really do hate Vallejo. I go there as little as possible. It's just down the road. But I digress. Because I was a military brat, we moved around the country a lot. I spent my junior high school and high school years in Eastern Virginia, where after-school race fights were so common they could have been a school-sponsored event. So yes, although I'm just another privileged white boy, I grew up in some shitty neighborhoods as the minority kid. Now, I'm not claiming any privilege here, but I'm also not necessarily speaking from the perspective of an observer at a nature preserve. Now, just to be clear, I was never denied anything because of my skin color. My white privilege card has always been accepted wherever I went. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Racism is the systematic oppression of a racial group, giving other groups a social, economic, or political advantage. Racism also serves as an excuse when individuals use misleading or exaggerated claims about certain racial groups to justify discriminatory actions or policies. Outright racism is, however, supposed to be socially unacceptable. In my humble opinion, policies that are enacted to promote and assist minority populations are oftentimes part of the reason for the feelings of animosity directed at specific groups. Oftentimes, minorities are prioritized over others through affirmative action policies designed to enhance their representation in various sectors, specifically speaking in the areas of education and employment. These policies aim to address historical inequalities and promote diversity. Just let me say right here that unless we're talking about a few years old of history, I couldn't care less about diversity inequalities from the early 1900s. I know they existed, but I don't care. To me, historical inequalities are just a buzz phrase to stir up feelings of guilt. Now, most Americans don't consider white people to be a discriminated group. I can, however, without hesitation tell you that I have had two police agencies outright tell me that they had to pass me over for employment in an effort to hire minority applicants who scored lower overall than me in the hiring process. LAPD was one of them when I applied as an entry-level applicant, and Oxnard PD was another as a lateral applicant. The best qualified applicant doesn't always get the job or the opportunity. There are certain opportunities that are extended to individuals based solely on a box that they check. Believing in platitudes like, I don't see race or all lives matter, ignores history and pretends that the U.S. has overcome all of its problems, past and present, regarding race. So as a white male, I have to feel really good when I hear, congratulations on doing so well in your testing, but we're going to search for applicants who scored much lower in order to hire just the right kind of person. Are crime stats racist? One shouldn't think about our lovable domestic minority. One shouldn't just think about our lovable domestic minorities when crime stats are being attributed to minority groups. Now, if you believe the mainstream media, communities of undocumented persons are as safe as they come. Any crimes seem to be caused by individuals who, strangely enough, mostly come from the white community. Statistically speaking, any statistic, poll, or election results can be manipulated. Remember when Hillary was elected president in a landslide? Those election numbers were slightly skewed. The left-wing media also skews information used to disprove exaggerated claims of racism towards undocumented immigrant communities. These claims are actually factual, but the left tends to gloss over these facts. Illegal immigrants actually increase crime rates. Illegal immigrants take jobs from actual citizens, and illegal immigrants are burdening our school services. Although these statistics are factual, the media's false narrative justifies individuals to express their views and push a false narrative. Research indicates that when people have justification for their views and actions, they are more likely to engage in behaviors that would otherwise be socially stigmatized. In the United States, we are very good at recognizing racism in ourselves. I'm sorry, no, that's not true. In the United States, we aren't very good at recognizing racism in ourselves. There are a few reasons for this, including our country's failure to reckon with our racist legacy and the persistent myth that being colorblind is the best way to end racism. Many well-meaning people think that if they just love everyone and ignore race, that they can never be called racist. They often fall into the trap that as long as they aren't wearing a white hood or using racial slurs, they're clear. In our country's dark and historical past, racism has been used as justified discriminatory laws and practices such as slavery, Jim Crow segregation, anti-immigration policies have supposedly denied citizenship and or voting rights based on race. I can't say that I understand that last portion. I always thought that you had to be a citizen to vote. These racist systems apparently enforce unequal access to education, housing, and economic opportunities, perpetuating systemic inequality. Society always looks for a scapegoat when things aren't going well. Historically speaking, when people experience personal struggles, they often blame others rather than themselves. When an individual is selected based on a box that they check instead of their qualifications or their ability to perform, justified feelings of animosity often occur. Public figures can influence racist justifications in society or by perpetuating stereotypes and biases through their words and actions. They can cleverly shape perception and reinforce discriminatory beliefs. Policies that discriminate by race reinforce racist beliefs. It sends a message to society that certain people, simply because of their race, don't deserve the same treatment or opportunities as everyone else. In the past, regulations in the United States have prevented Black people from owning houses in certain neighborhoods. For decades, these rules, both written and unwritten, prevented many non-whites from accumulating wealth. Non-whites were regulated to lower quality housing and excluded from certain suburban white housing enclaves. This process of solely providing housing opportunities to middle class and lower middle class white families while excluding Black Americans was known as redlining. The Federal Housing Administration believed that if Black Americans bought homes in or near certain suburban neighborhoods, the property values would drop. The FHA had no facts to back up this belief. Redlining had consequences that resonate to this day, including but not limited to a gap in generational wealth and racist beliefs about Black people. Today, some psychological factors that perpetuate racism include cognitive biases, social conformity, and feelings of insecurity and anxiety. While assumptions and stereotypes about white people do exist, they are only considered racial prejudices, not racism. Racial prejudice refers to a set of discriminatory or derogatory attitudes based on assumptions derived from perceptions about race. Racial prejudice can indeed be directed at white people, for instance, and not be considered racist. For example, the saying, "white people can't dance," isn't a racist statement, just an acceptable racial prejudice. Now, I may be just a wallflower around the dance floor, and I accept that, but I've never given a second thought about while swimming in the ocean. That, by the way, was another example of a racial stereotype, not racism. While expressions of the racial prejudice directed at white people may hurt the white person's feelings individually or personally, Black authorities and society refuse to allow white people to claim oppression. Reading various articles about prejudice and oppression just reminded me of a room full of children exchanging insults and comebacks towards each other. To move beyond racism, it's essential that we celebrate other cultures, call out hate speech when it occurs, then teach kindness and understanding to our youth from an early age. Finally, supporting human rights organizations and actively engaging in anti-racist practices can help to create a more inclusive society. Now, I honestly don't consider myself to be a racist. My early life experiences, my military service, and my time in law enforcement career exposed me to a lot of diverse individuals and cultures. But if I'm being honest here, there is one group of people that I literally have no patience or tolerance for. Those are gypsies. Perhaps more than any other group on the globe, gypsies have been cast from the monotony of mainstream society. In my opinion, they have been rightfully demonized as social eyesores who lie, cheat, and steal. Generally speaking, society associates gypsies with petty crimes such as theft, confidence tricks, and begging. Because they're constantly moving, gypsy children tend to have an inadequate education. which confines them to a life of traditional gypsy occupations such as being musicians, roofers, or outright thieves. I've dealt with gypsies on several occasions during my law enforcement career. Honestly, how I didn't get fired for strangling or throttling those people is beyond me. I can only assume divine intervention to keep me from killing one of these individuals and ending up in prison. So there you have it. If I'm being honest, I absolutely do have an outright dislike or prejudice for a specific group. It, however, is a well-earned dislike. So what is your secret prejudice? And that, my friends, is that. Whiskey improves with age, and I improve with whiskey. My name is Mongo. Whiskey goes in, wisdom comes out. I smoke cigars and I know things. Mongo is out, and now back to you in the studio.
Hey, welcome back to the 99. Mongo, you know, one thing I so love about you is you speak the truth. You know, you are not afraid to say what you feel. You bring what everybody else is feeling. And, you know, healthy controversy is good in all aspects, because that's what brings it to another level of healing. That brings it, instead of arguing and fighting and being at each other's throats, you can have a healthy conversation about the way you feel with somebody else, and then you can move past those. You guys agree on that?
And I love how he talked about, even there were some things that I'm like, we could debate on, but
that sparked things in your head, right?
Exactly. But I do love when he said, you know, everybody has prejudices. And that's the thing about it. It's like everything isn't racism. You just prejudice on certain things, right?
Right.
Because, you know, Cheryl Bean,
we're gonna have on the show.
We're gonna have her on the show, but she didn't post it, but her team posted a picture of Sophie pointing, right? And it was Sophie was standing, another white girl was standing up. The other girls that were sitting down were black, but they had floaties on.
Okay.
And so when her team saw it, they saw it as Sophie standing against bullying. They saw it as Sophie standing against men interference in women's sports. When a certain other group saw it, and they weren't even African American, by the way, but when a certain other group saw it, they were just like, hey, this is racist, you know? And so I always tell people that when it's like art, when you look at something, you pull from the experiences of your past, how you were taught, and so your perception is more of your background than it is what the intention was, right? The intent. And so she wasn't intending to be racist. And as soon as it was brought to her attention, she immediately take it down. And to me, that's accountability, right? But I don't have a problem. Me being black, I know how to swim. But do the most black people not know how to swim?
That was
I would
a
say yes.
joke.
What were you saying, Michael?
No, that was honestly a stereotype joke, and that's why I said I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No.
It
But I have no problem. I don't think that you're racist just because you say, "Oh, April, you can't swim." Like I wouldn't. I'm like, I actually can. You know,
white people can't dance either.
Right? You know, the white people can't dance. Like, because sometimes, you know, you say little
Then she
things
should have
like
went into the Navy. She went into the Air Force for a reason.
You know, or you say, you know, hey, April, you like fried chicken and watermelon. You know, I don't see that as racist because I do like watermelon and I love a piece of fried chicken. You know, it is what it is,
we all
right?
do. But we all do.
Exactly. I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, I have a prejudice. If you tell me you have a cat, I automatically think your house stinks.
Right.
I do. That's my prejudice. You know, okay, I'm not going to her house.
I ain't doing
and I won't even eat nothing.
And if you have multiple cats, you're a lonely lesbian.
Either. Exactly. But I won't even eat nothing that you make either.
Because the cats are on the counter.
Yes, I'm telling you. So that's my thing.
Yes.
So we all have something.
What was the one thing that you said you kind of little disagreed with? Because I do
when he was talking about the experience that I know he was saying that sometimes because they want to hire a black person or this, that meant that they hired that color versus the experience, right? And I've been on the hiring side. And so let's say that there is a, they do want to hire someone of color, right? But the person of color still going to bring some of that experience and know how to do the job and the certifications, education that's needed. We're not just pulling somebody off the, you know.
But that's on wherever you were hiring from. But I understand what he's saying. Sometimes, companies will do it to fulfill a quota.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
They wouldn't have the diversity
and
number.
They will hire somebody who's less educated or not as qualified as another person because of the skin color. That's a company issue.
Yes.
They're not hiring the best person for the job. So if the black person or Mexican or whatever it is, whoever has the best qualification should be hired.
Exactly.
It should never be judged on a skin color.
Right.
Or sex. Yeah.
So, and to dig deeper into that specific part, I wasn't talking about black people necessarily. I was talking about just minorities in general, because
yes,
with regards to LAPD, when LAPD passed me over, the guy actually asked me, he goes, listen, he goes, we're only hiring minorities right now, or somebody that checks a box. He wasn't saying necessarily black people. He asked me, he goes, you're not gay, are you? And I should have said, well, I absolutely. Now that you've talked about it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was a prejudice because I just did that. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh. But you know what? That's why I didn't do like this. You know, I didn't do like that.
That group of people during that period of hiring for a couple of years, when LAPD passed me over, but they hired people. Those were the same people, and they weren't black. They were, well, they might have been, but the ones that got in trouble with the Rampart scandal, like 10 years later, those were all the people that were hired when they passed me over to hire less qualified, as far as scores go, less qualified candidates for law enforcement. Those were the people that got hired back then, and 10 years later, it bit them in the ass. And I'm not saying I was right or wrong, but they paid the price for that.
You can go as far as men and women.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to, get, when we put aside ethnicity, when we talk about men and women, where, like the NYPD, I know, lowered its standards in the physical education part. They were putting, stairs for the woman to get over the wall, and the men had to go over the wall. They weren't giving the same.
But see, that's good. That's equity, though, sometimes. Let me tell you why. It's not equality. That's equity.
No.
Let me tell you why.
Not in the law enforcement world. No. You got to be able to do the job the same exact way.
No.
Let me
tell you why. Because even if you...
Sideshow. So right along the lines of what you're talking about, we did the same thing for our women because they couldn't get over the wall. So they they bolted a 2x4 board,
do other things,
2 feet off the ground on the wall, and they painted that wall pink. Now, I was in the training cadre back then, and I called that the Badger step. I said, I understand why you're doing that. I said, but are we going to put these 2x4s throughout the entire city on everybody's wall in case these females are in a foot pursuit and they got to go over a wall?
There's tall females now.
No,
I mean.
In certain jobs, I understand, but like even in firefighting and police work,
I think firefighting, you got to be able to.
You really need to have the same physical attributes and be able to do the job the way it is determined to be done. You shouldn't have any stepping stones in that because that could cost somebody their life.
Yeah, that's true.
That can cost somebody their life.
That's true. No, I won't. But my whole thing is a woman, I don't care how strong you want to be. A woman's strength is never going to match a man's.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. That's why they shouldn't be in women's sports.
That's why they shouldn't be in women's sports. That's right. Which will be a whole other subject coming up. So
clip that.
See what your monologue does? It brings great, healthy conversation, man. And I think it was great. Thank you so much, Mongo. We're just about to run out of time, but we are so blessed to have you as part of the 99% Radio Network.
Well, thank you. And thank you, April, for having your perspective, because that's why I do this, because I want to get conversations going.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? From a Marine to an Air Force, I love you. You're my brother in arms.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love you too.
Aww.
All right, brother. You stay well. I'll give you a shout a little later.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.
Take care, brother.
Adios.
That was Mongo with the amazing, famous Mongo log. Man, this has been a great show. April, I
quick.
can't thank you enough
Thank you
for
guys for
coming on
having
again.
me.
It's always
It's
a
my
pleasure.
family up here. I love her. I
For
love
what
you
for
too.
what the audience didn't see, and I'll post pictures later, is the
Audience.
two little divas right here.
Yes.
We're all
Selfie time.
And I just want you to know that we are the Arlington Republican Club. We are hosting a gala,
Ooh.
a Legacy of Valor, coming up October 25th.
Okay.
And we are going to honor yes, you're going to be one, because
Ooh.
it's for veterans and it's for first responders. And John was a first responder, and so we have some exciting things coming up. I'm surprising him. He's not going to even know everything about it.
Now I know.
But no, but you don't know everything.
Right.
But it's going to be a great time. So again, it's a legacyofvalor.us if you want to get ticket information, if you want to buy tables. But yes, and we are One Tribe. I don't know if you heard of them.
Mhm.
One Tribe.
Mhm.
They're across the highway.
Yeah.
They're going to be our
Title sponsor?
Yeah, no, we are going to donate money to them.
Very nice.
Yes,
Okay.
50% of our proceeds are going directly to them because they have a major and huge impact when it comes to helping out the community of veterans and first responders. So
Very, very cool. Yeah. John Schick. Yeah. All right.
Jacob.
Well, Jacob Schick.
Yes.
Jacob Schick.
Potato.
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 He's a Marine.
He's a
Yeah.
Marine. Well, once again, thank you, April. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that. Once again, to everybody who's listening to the 99% Radio Network, please like, share, and subscribe. This is radio for a reason. We are uplifting the community. We're uplifting our foundations. We're uplifting the people within the community who are doing well for their community and giving back.
Yes.
Anything closing, Pipple?
Don't
No?
be a dick.
All right. And if you could be anything in this world, please be kind. Peace.